Hi everyone, welcome to Accumulation and Momentum Data Analysis for 17th of July. So today the markets were kind of flat, nothing much that happened, range bound, and also kind of ended a bit in the green. All the indices, large, mid, and the small caps, 0.1, 0.2% down, right? So majorly what is happening is the FIs have been continuously booking out. They are selling aggressively in the equity market as well as in the futures market, they are shorting, right? So this is not helping the large caps kind of move higher. It is keeping the markets at the same level because DIs are kind of ramping up and buying whatever the FIs are selling. So until this kind of changes, usually the Nifty or let's say the large caps will not move much as long as the FIs continue to sell. So with that, we'll start today's video. So in yesterday's session, we looked at how the exports to US and China both have increased in Q1. So the sectors that are going to benefit, right? So we'll talk about those sectors today. So one is organic chemicals. So most of your amines and your nitrites and all those kind of chemicals should do very well. So those would be a beneficiary if they are into exports and stuff, right? So those should do very well. You can look at all those organic chemical manufacturers in India. Pharmaceuticals, a lot of these guys export to the US, so those should be beneficiaries. Even bulk drugs, if many of them even make these bulk drugs, so those should also kind of benefit from the engineered goods, so all your cars. So the cars exports have been also been very strong. If you look at other textile machinery and other kind of machinery, right? So all of them have been kind of being exported to the US and China. So those engineered goods should also do very well. Then fourth would be marine products. So what I've done is kind of taken those sectors which cater both to US as well as China. There are other several sectors which only sell it to US and only do it to China. But these five kind of do it or let's say sell it to both these countries, right? So marine products, especially the shrimp manufacturers in India, should benefit. Although because of this tariff thing, there have been delay in orders, but Q1 was very good for them. Probably Q2, if the tariff thing kind of prolongs and we don't have a decision yet, maybe it might take some time, or let's say the revenues might get hit. But as of now, the big players are in a wait and watch game to kind of give further orders to these guys, right? And the last one is corn and yarn, cotton and yarn. So the textile sector that should also benefit. So to US, we kind of started selling most of these apparels also. So those guys should also benefit. So these would be the major players or the sectors who should benefit from what has happened. Because if you look at the other results that have come in, they have not been that great, right? So if you in the domestic segment, if you look at AMCs and all, they have been posting pretty decent numbers. But except for that, these would be the sectors where you would see pretty decent numbers coming in for Q1. So now moving on to the large cap accumulation, it has improved a bit. Whatever the FIs are selling, their DIs continue to buy it, but the momentum is slowly slipping down, right? So this kind of tells us that probably we have hit some kind of a resistance and we are unable to move past that until the FIs kind of uh, lower the selling or they turn buyers, right? Now coming to mid caps, the mid cap accumulation has quite significantly dropped in the last 2 days. But if you look at the momentum kind of inched higher, right? So whichever sectors, stocks should do well or which are being accumulated, they should continue to drive the mid cap stocks higher, right? Then coming to small caps. So this is quite heartening to see that the small cap accumulation is even better than the last two sessions, right? So here a lot of money has started flowing into the small cap stock, probably because the results that these guys would be declaring should be much better than what the street is expecting, right? So the small cap accumulation for today, that is 17th, has kind of spiked even higher than what we saw on Tuesday, right? So this kind of gives more hope to the small cap bulls and the momentum kind of stayed flat. It did not depreciate, neither did it increase much, probably around the same levels, so 2, 3 points up down. So the momentum stays strong. So broader market, I feel that most of these FI selling should be kind of absorbed by the DIs, whereas in the broader market, we should continue seeing sector stock specific moves, which should kind of push the momentum higher. And a lot of these portfolios or to your trading bets should do very well in the coming sessions. Hopefully, this helps. I'll make another video after tomorrow's session. Thank you.